And it's been a while, but we are back. Human Nuggets here, bringing you some Xdefiant content today. Unfortunately, it's in a voiceover type style that I don't like doing, but I'll talk about why later on. But I gotta say, despite all the many flaws this game has, which I'll talk about later as well, I'm actually genuinely having fun playing this. Like, I can't imagine trying playing this game. Like, I could not sweat in this game and have a good time. But just sitting down and running around using... I mean, most of the guns, they're definitely not balanced. Some guns are straight up better than others. Especially some guns before you get attachments are absolute dog shit, and then they're more feasible once you level them up a bit. But even still, it's like just running around with kind of whatever gun I want, even if it's not the meta gun. I've been having a good time. Like, sure, at least there's some frustrating deaths where you're outgunned even though you feel like you should be winning. But fucking, it's neither here nor there for me, which is a great change of pace compared to some of the other, especially COD. Like, even using meta guns there, I felt like I had to sweat to have an even slightly good time. But playing this, it's just, yeah, it's very different for me. And abilities, closest to like a hero shooter style I've played with a significant, like I played Black Ops 3 but not properly, so like I played that years after launch when it was the only time I played online, so I never really played an online hero shooter other than the finals, but that plays very different, that I wouldn't really count it in the same field. So getting used to them was yeah, very different. I did go through, and the reason this took me so long was mixture of work schedule and wanting to have everything unlocked before making this video so that I could actually reflect on everything. Some of the abilities just, I did not like them at all. It feels like they're just straight up worse than the others. Like, the little vial version of healing compared to the one you throw on the ground, like, sure, it's based around you, but like I think the most I ever got in one burst from that was like 180, whereas I could heal a few hundred at times with the place down healing one, so it seems like it's just straight up worse, unless I was just using it wrong. The invisibility I hate so much. Like, it feels pointless given how visible you still are when you're invisible. Like, normally when I'm missing my shots against someone that's invisible, it's just because I'm fucking terrible at aiming in this game. It's to the point that it's almost funny. But yes, like, unless you're absolutely perfectly still, like, sure, you don't have color to you, but there's still like the full form of an invisible person. So I don't really see the point of that. And as you'll see from the footage in the background, I like playing as cleaners. It's not because of any meta reasons, it's just they look the coolest. Fuck it. You know, fashion over function. Plus, both of their abilities are fun. Which I have seen the most meta content to do with the cleaners. Like, oh, to get your 8 damage ticks off in the right way, it's most beneficial on this gun. Don't bother using it on this guns because it doesn't make difference, and it's only good on these guns if you get X amount of headshots. And it's like, dude. Like, I guess some people are always gonna sweat, but it's just so funny to me seeing that kind of content when, personally, yeah, I don't take this game seriously. It's nice to just sit down and relax playing it. Mostly playing on Escort. Like, I have my custom playlist as Escort, Occupy, and Domination, which, unless I'm remembering wrong, is the same as the newbie playlist. I don't know, level 50 now, so it's been a while since I played the newbie playlist. But I just find Escort the most fun, because like, it's basically two different game modes, whether you're attacking or defending, how strategic you need to be, and like, you got to account for the fact that it takes longer to respawn when you're defending, so you might want to be a bit more careful, as opposed to just, you know, running balls to the wall straight at them. But unfortunately, Escort, I personally have encountered the most cheaters there. I think it's just like, there's always spots where you can just stand there, basically pick people off as they run out of the gates, but like, the spots on most, maybe not all, but most of the maps where you can be protected from, you know, you can't be seen by them when they're behind the barrier, because obviously you can't shoot through an enemy barrier. But then, like, as soon as they come out, you can pick them off. So it'll be like people just stand in them spots on each of the maps with an LMG and just spin round and round, killing you immediately. And that's just, it's so unfun. That's why this is a voiceover type video, because yeah, I recorded some test footage to make sure I had my settings right, but then when I tried recording my actual footage, I just, yeah, ran into a cheater midway through, and I just lost all my motivation, you know, went and did some other stuff for a bit, and I think I'm just going to record a voiceover, because I don't feel like playing anymore today, but I've been putting this video off long enough as it is. Other big issues this game has is especially the netcode. Different people say they've experienced at different degrees. I've experienced what feels to me like dying around corners a lot. Again, I don't know how much of that's like just like where my body falls, and then it like lines up the camera to there somewhere. But like something that I can personally tell that I've felt a lot is hits not tracking properly. And I'm not talking about my banner, I'm fully aware that I am like shit, but I'm talking about times where it'll be, I'll get a hit marker, and then it'll do no damage to it, because like, I have health bars on for enemies, so I can see when they take damage, but it'll be times where they don't take the damage, or don't take damage immediately. Sometimes, that's the part that really weirds me out, is sometimes they will take the damage but delayed, and I'm not talking about tick damage from fire there either. Because I can see it when I'm, like it happens to me as well. Somewhere really noticeably is the cleaner's firebomb, where they'll drop it and I'll take absolutely no damage, even though I know I got hit by it, and then like half a second later I'll drop from 100 to 0 health from it immediately. Like even if I'm not in the range anymore, so it's like, that's just further proof to me that sometimes shit's just not working how it's supposed to behind the scenes. Like, obviously, I'm not trying to say that all the time. It's like, oh, any time I don't kill someone, it's because, no, like, clearly, it's just sometimes it's happening, and it's really frustrating. Especially when I was trying to get the mission done for getting kills while invisible. Because, like, as soon as you fire your first shot, you're not invisible anymore, so you had to land them shots. And if I got a hit marker then, so it wouldn't track, and I'd have to wait 30 seconds before another attempt. I was getting really pissed off then. I think that was the challenge that took me second longest to get done. And another challenge I noticed not tracking, oh well, this one actually seemed like it was not tracking, was the little spider bot with DeadSec, where you take kills or assists with it. I don't know if it's something where, like, if you die and then it gets it after you've died or something, it doesn't track, but I'd see it, like, pop up saying shock assist, or even, like, get a kill with it, and I'd open my pause menu and see, I've made no progress to the mission from that track, like, it didn't track there, and that'd get to me. But not as much as, you know, problems caused by hit reg issues. I do want to touch that. I don't think the cheating problem is as bad as some people say it is. Like, I'm not good enough to tell the difference between someone who's just, like, good and someone who's cheating, if they're subtly cheating. I'm talking about, like, I'll run into, you know, 2 or 3 people a day that are just egregiously cheating. Like, they just stand there and they're just, yeah, not missing a single shot. Or, like, absolute speed hacks where they're running across the entire map in seconds. That one's more funny. When they combine the two of them, it's an absolute nightmare, and that's probably the only time I'll rage quit in this game. Like, even if it's someone that's cheating, I'll be like, oh, I'll suck it up for one match, but if it's, like, a combination, I'm just like, no, fuck this. Surprisingly, most of the cheaters I run into are in the afternoon as well. Don't know if there's some kind of connection there, but it's like, I think the reason they get to me so much in this game is because they're all, like, level 90, and it's like, well, fuck, if they're just not getting picked up, you know, it means that nothing's happening about it. But beside that, I am, yeah, as I said at the start, I'm genuinely having fun with this game. I don't know how much I'll play it, like, in total, but I'm finding it's just fun. I can sit down, relax, and that's all I got to worry about. So it's nice to see. Yeah, I think that is. We will leave it for today. It's kind of my review-ish of the game. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.